Ethical hacking, also known as white hat hacking, refers to the practice of using hacking techniques to identify and address vulnerabilities in computer systems and networks. It involves performing hacking activities in a legal and ethical manner, with the aim of improving the security of the systems being tested. In this article, we will explore what ethical hacking is, how it differs from other forms of hacking, and why it is important in today's world. The origins of ethical hacking. Hacking has been around since the early days of computing, and has been used for both good and bad purposes. In the early days of hacking, most of the activity was conducted by hobbyists who were interested in exploring the limits of computer systems and networks. However, as computing technology became more sophisticated, hacking became a tool for criminal activity, including identity theft, financial fraud, and other forms of cybercrime. To combat this growing threat, organizations began hiring security experts to find vulnerabilities in their systems and networks, and to develop strategies for protecting against cyber attacks. These professionals, known as ethical hackers, use their knowledge of hacking methods and tools to simulate attacks on computer systems, in order to discover and report vulnerabilities. What ethical hackers do? Ethical hackers perform a variety of tasks in order to identify vulnerabilities in computer systems and networks. These may include network and system scanning. Ethical hackers use tools such as port scanners and vulnerability scanners to identify weaknesses in a system's configuration and software. Password cracking. Ethical hackers use password cracking tools to test the strength of passwords and identify weak or easily guessable passwords. Social engineering. Ethical hackers use social engineering techniques, such as phishing and pretexting, to test the effectiveness of an organization's security policies and procedures. Web application testing. Ethical hackers test web applications for vulnerabilities such as SQL injection and cross-site scripting. Wireless network testing. Ethical hackers test wireless networks for vulnerabilities such as weak encryption and unauthorized access. Once an ethical hacker has identified a vulnerability, they report it to the system or network owner, along with recommendations for fixing the issue. They may also provide guidance on best practices for improving overall security. Ethical hacking versus malicious hacking. Ethical hacking is often compared to malicious hacking, which is the use of hacking techniques for illegal or malicious purposes. While the techniques used by ethical and malicious hackers may be similar, the key difference is in the intent and authorization behind the activity. Ethical hackers are authorized by the system or network owner to test for vulnerabilities, and they operate within a set of ethical and legal standards. They are not looking to cause harm to the system or network, but rather to identify weaknesses that could be exploited by malicious hackers. In contrast, malicious hackers are looking to cause harm to the system or network, whether for financial gain, political motives, or simply for the thrill of it. They are not authorized to perform hacking activities, and their actions are illegal and unethical. Why ethical hacking is important. In today's world, where cyber attacks are becoming more frequent and sophisticated, ethical hacking plays a critical role in protecting against cyber threats. By identifying vulnerabilities in computer systems and networks, ethical hackers help organizations to improve their security posture and reduce the risk of data breaches, financial losses, and other serious consequences. Ethical hacking is particularly important in industries such as finance, healthcare, and government, where sensitive data is stored and processed. A successful cyber attack in these industries could have serious consequences, including loss of life, financial ruin, and damage to national security. By identifying vulnerabilities before they can be exploited, ethical hackers help organizations to stay ahead of the game in the ongoing battle against cybercrime. They also help to promote best practices for security, and raise awareness of the importance